If I need your body, I'll fucking... Dick. What?
Hey, this is Sean Evans and you're watching Hot Ones.
Hello. There's some epic music to start off the stream today. I hope the audio is alright, chat. And I also don't know what type of background music to put, but for now I think we shall leave it as it is. Hello, chat. How are you guys doing today? How is everybody doing? I'm going to swap to my cam. I think this is my cam. Hello, chat. How is everybody doing today? Everyone is doing well. Let me move chat a bit up here. How is everybody doing today? Do you want to move photos away or?
Oh, we can keep those photos there.
Hello, you can say hi, William.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm not William. I'm Sean Evans.
Sean Evans.
I
Hello,
forgot to
Sean.
get a bold cap.
Hello. So yeah, chat. This is the live stream for today. Let me just move the camera a little bit, and we've got everything ready for today's stream. It's Hot Ones today, and it's something that I've been meaning to do for a while on stream, but we just haven't had the opportunity, and we missed the 5-year affiliate anniversary on Twitch. So, yeah, how are you doing, William?
I'm feeling excellent. I'm so prepared for this. I definitely memorized all my lines and will not be staring at my phone.
So, yeah, we've got 2 cameras today. Hopefully, lighting and everything's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's better for you.
PogChamp in the chat for 2 cameras.
Yeah, 2 cameras, and I'm swapping it with my keyboard because we haven't got any like voice activation things. I think that would be a cool plugin if had some like voice activation, but we've only got 1 microphone, so we'd need like the mics that you add like to your.
Let us know, chat. Can you hear us all right? Are the audio levels good? Are we loud and clear?
Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
And lighting. Let us know. Should we have this light on or off? Does this help?
Wait, turn it on? Nah, maybe later when it gets dark.
If it gets darker, we always have that option.
So yeah, let me see. Let's put chat up here. Yeah, I think everything's all right here when it comes to chat. And do you want us to present what we've got here today, William?
Well, today, I think everyone who's been on the internet for a while has eventually stumbled upon the incredible interview show Hot Ones. And it's an iconic format for an interview. And the idea crossed my brother and I's mind. I don't know who first had the idea, but one of us had the idea.
Oh, no, this is me stealing content from another streamer who's already stolen the content before.
So we're stealing someone's stolen content, okay?
Yeah.
And in case you want to do the same one day, you can steal our stolen content that somebody else stole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they are so broke they aren't using bread. Yeah, we're using donuts. So
Yeah, we've got
chat,
donuts.
we got sponsored by the donut shop that my brother lives in.
Yeah, Cloud Donuts. If you're in Portugal, if you find yourself in the central region area, more particularly Fatima or Leiria, and you want donuts, go to Cloud Donuts. Thank you for sponsoring today's episode.
Yeah, that's the only sponsor we'll ever get on the stream is because we eat insane amounts of donuts throughout the year to get a free one. So yeah, do you want to explain the hot sauces? I think we'll start off on your side and then go to my side.
In traditional stolen content format, we have none of the original sources from the show. Instead, we're going to start with some mild old El Paso salsa. All right, chat, we've got some salsa. Normally meant to be eaten with tortilla chips. My brother ate all the tortilla chips, so we're using donut.
And that's why we have donuts today.
Second, we have a classic Continente brand. Shout out Continente to all the Portuguese people in the chat. Continente brand, basic bitch, piri piri.
Okay, I think I should go now. So then, as looking for hot sauces, the reason why we've got off-brand, not hot ones, hot sauces is because it would cost me about 150 euros to get the box or the hot sauces even sent. Even individual ones cost like 20 to 30 euros each, plus 50 euros shipping. So basically in total, I think I've spent less than 20 euros on all of these hot sauces and everything. On third place, we've got Piri Piri Extra hot sauce. This is from Paladin, basically one of the most famous Portuguese sauce brands, you could say, chat. And then we've got the one that everybody talks about here in Portugal. Do you want to talk about it? Because you're the one that recommended it to me.
Yeah. So this is something that anyone who has tried it knows it, and anyone who hasn't, don't try it. Basically, this is the only sauce which would actually kick ass on the Hot Ones show. All the other ones we've got are like nice, add some flavor to the food. This one is just plain bottled into a little jar. This is evil. I once put a little bit on my pinky finger and tasted it, and my taste buds were on fire for about 15 minutes afterwards with just one little drop. So the interview is going to get really exciting on the last bite.
So yeah, make sure to stay here until the end, chat. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be about an hour or two, so that will be the live stream for today. Don't expect it to be anything too much or more than that. Tomorrow I might be back with Deltarune if anybody regular viewers is interested. So yeah, William, how are you? Are you ready with the questions? Have you got everything set up for today?
I'm about to shift into one of my multiple personalities.
Okay, then sure. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, let me just say hello, Gogo, as well. We've got donuts as our food base for the hot sauces. We've got water and we've got milk as well, as you can see.
I'm drinking water before the show. I really want to get to the end without drinking anything. I'll see if I can.
So yeah, chat. Should we do like a challenge? If I drink no milk, chat will donate subs. Will you guys donate to the stream today if I don't drink any milk? Yes or no, chat? What do you guys say? Yeah. Okay. I do.
We're like merging.
We're merging into the zipper.
Okay, this is an excellent.
This is the highest tier of setup I've ever done.
Yeah, and all you had to do was get a second camera.
Actually, I'm gonna muck this all up. This is what it kind of looks like, chat. I've got the chair holding the cameras.
Yeah, and you never knew my laptop was here this whole time.
Yeah, so this is what basically it looks like from our POV, basically. So yeah. Hello, Wanye. Hello. How are you doing? Do you have Tabasco in Portugal? We do. I haven't brought any. That counts as Tabasco.
This is close to Tabasco.
Yeah, that's as close as we'll get to Tabasco today. So yeah, hello, Wanye. Hello, Duck. I joined the stream. Broken looks absolutely geeked. Bro, you have 2 camera angles. Holy shit, professional. Again, hello. So yeah, the content is the production levels going up, chat. Production levels definitely going up. Before we do start with the questions, I also just want to tell chat, I have a lot of news and stuff going on. I'll write it in the, I'll put exclamation mark. Is it news? Oh, updates, sorry. Exclamation mark updates. So chat, I think you can see from that message, but basically it says what's going on in my life. Next month, I might be going to Japan, which is crazy. All paid trip to go to Japan next month, maybe. It hasn't been confirmed yet. Wait, let me check the date. We're releasing a single to go out on Spotify on the 23rd of this month. So on the 23rd, we might have a brand new song that I helped produce come out on Spotify. I'll make sure to add everybody on Discord to listen to it. Next month, I should be buying a Nintendo Switch 2 and then play Mario Kart and everything when I get it. So next month, I'm not working. I'm free. I've already got Japan to go to. So basically, it will be pretty exciting. I'm also going to see if I can live stream the festival at the end of the month, William. So because there's going to be a live stream going on at the festival, I'm going to see if I can live stream it to my channel as well at the same time. So yeah, for real, yes, Clown, for real, I'm getting paid to go to Japan with the band, which is crazy. So yeah, Mario Kart World looks insane, by the way. I don't know if TTS is working. No, wait. Okay, TTS now is working. I'm sorry. I'll give you back your points in a bit, Duck. So yeah, I'm going to Japan. We're going to get tickets to Osaka for 5 days, 2 days traveling for 4 nights in Osaka. And basically it means that we've got the flight and the hotel paid for. All we have to pay for is our food. And I'm going to see if I'm able to stay any longer. I'm going to have to talk to them next week about that. So yeah. Yeah, you're going to Japan like October? Dude, I really want to go to Japan. It's my dream, and getting at least the tickets paid for would be insane. So yeah, exactly. So yeah. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Okay then. So should you do the intro and everything? Okay.
Yep, I'm ready. Okay. Hi, welcome to Hot Ones, the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. I'm your host, Sean Evans, and today we're joined by a legend off the stage and the screen, a man whose voice and cadence are unmistakable as much as his dance moves. From Deer Hunter to Pulp Fiction, and from Catch Me If You Can to some of the most iconic SNL sketches, he's left an undeniable mark on pop culture. Please welcome the one and only Christopher Walken.
Yes, yeah, that's hi, I'm walking here.
I think my producer Billy, he accidentally writes his R's, they look like N's. I think we've had a mistake here. I think there's been a mix-up. This wasn't supposed to happen.
I thought of a really bad joke to tell right now. No, we're changing the R's and the N's, but that would get the show cancelled right before you
we
get
could get
started.
the show cancelled before the first question.
Yeah, okay then. Wait, so was that ChatGPT or how did...
So what's happening? You're not a famous actor?
I'm a famous Twitch streamer.
You're not a musician?
Yeah, if you count Tuna as a famous music band.
Are you a celebrity?
A celebrity. Maybe in some people's eyes, chat. Am I a celebrity to you guys?
I mean, is there anything you're well known for?
Let me think about that. That's a good question, Sean. In 4th grade, I shat my pants and I got known at school for doing it. Does that count or?
I don't think that's made international headlines. Anyway, we'll get.
I've got a hilarious trick about an AI clone girlfriend, basically.
I think we'll get round to that.
Okay then. Okay.
Anyway, so how are you feeling about this lineup of sources that we have?
Good. I've seen the show before, and I've never seen these sources being used in the show. They're kind of Portuguese, which has nothing to do with the original. But
where's the Hot Ones brand sources? You know, like we should be promoting our own product here.
Yeah, exactly. We should be getting sponsored by these brands instead of getting sponsored of free donuts from the donut shop that we always go to. So yeah, I'm looking excited. I think chat said that they would give me about 100 subs if I don't drink any milk today. We do have a cup of milk here, and you also have a cup of your own milk. But yes, I'm going to see if I can do the most extreme sauce without having to have any milk today. So yeah.
All right, that's a good challenge. Let's see how we'll be when we get there. So first question. Most people will know you for your iconic stream moments, but what would you say is the moment early on in your career that solidified your desire to pursue your passion of live streaming?
What? Okay, William, my ADHD is so bad. Could you repeat that question?
What would you say was the moment early on when you first started streaming that really solidified for you that you want to give it your all, this passion for live streaming?
So I started watching Twitch back in 2012, right as it kind of started, just turned Justin TV to Twitch. And back in that time, I would just watch like Yogscast do their charity live stream that they do every year. And I think by that time, I always wanted to copy kind of like what you see like what kids these days want to do TikToks because they see people doing TikToks. I want to become a Twitch streamer because I watch Twitch streams all the time. But when it came the thing I wanted, it wasn't on the first time or the first year I started streaming. I think it was a time where chat actually remembers. It was in December when I got my first ever raid and donations, and I got a sense of what it's like to be a Twitch streamer that gets these donations, gets a community all hyped up, gets laughs and emotes being spammed in the chat. All of that culture that I had been surrounding myself for the past 8 years before I started in 2020, that I finally got to do myself and be partaking and make growth come out of making it happen, but out of my work. And so I think the streams that kind of did set that were the Pokemon Revolution Online streams. I know some people in chat right now, like Clown and maybe Astro, were part of those streams back in the day. But when I had those first donations, Alex in the stream and me just not really caring too much, but also just like saying whatever and having people laugh for me being an idiot, that's definitely the foundation of what wanted me to start streaming for full time.
Well, I must say, in traditional scuffed interview format, we forgot to even do the first sauce. Bit of salsa,
Well, I think,
bit of donut. Let's dig in.
yeah, I think it's actually, wait, you should eat it when on cam, but
What?
you're already eating it.
In case the chat doesn't know, I've got a bit of donut with some salsa in my mouth. A
So this
sentence
is-
I never thought I'd
This
say.
is salsa chat. You can grab that. So yeah, that's salsa. This is donut. We're gonna have the first bite right now and see how hot it is.
I'm about to bite mine. That just tastes like tomato with donut.
That tastes like tomato with donut. The sauce level it says is very mild.
That's
So-
nothing.
So it's really the best for like a level 1, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I will say this though: these donuts, the dough doesn't have any sugar in them. So what we're eating today is basically savoury. Nothing sweet about it.
It's really good though. The donut shop does really do a good job of these.
Yeah, they use high quality ingredients.
Okay. Chat, did I buy these from Mercadona? No. I think I bought these from Continent, all of them. Yeah, all of these products were bought in Continent. Yeah, literally everything was bought in Continent. It's a big, I think it's French company. And they also are part here in Portugal.
What, Sakena?
Continent.
Oh, I didn't know it was French.
I think Continent is French. Are these like scones? No, these are donuts though. So like we have a donut shop that we go to all the time. And the woman just gave us a donut without any like filling, without any glazing on top, just dough, nothing else. And that's what we're using for our base because I ate all the tortilla chips and we're not going to get hot wings because we can't be bothered.
I think in a version 2 of this interview, we would get the right background music, we would get the hot wings, we would get a better lineup of sauces, we would do all of that.
Yeah, we might edit this into a YouTube video chat. So if you want to say hi to YouTube as well.
Yeah, don't say anything by switching R's and N's.
Yeah, exactly. Don't switch any R's and N's. We were already going to get cancelled right at the start of the stream today.
Moving swiftly on to the next question. Tell us about the time you went to TwitchCon in Amsterdam in 2022.
Well, I don't know how many people in chat don't even know about this. Basically, Pokimane was a big fan of mine at the time of watching Twitch. And she invited me to go meet her at TwitchCon. And I was like, okay, Pokey, calm down. I know you're obsessed about me, but like, Jesus, you got to calm down. Yeah, I should like put your like when you're laughing, it's so hard to transition at the same time. So basically, at the time, I had been talking with a few of my friends who also did Twitch streams, and we were like, I always wanted to go to TwitchCon. And I know I have a friend called Yoni who lives like 20 minutes away in Amsterdam. At the time, I can't remember what it's called, the place he lived. But basically, the high rail system in Netherlands is really good. Wanye can confirm. And I was like, you know what? If I stay at his place and I pay for like a few $100 plus $100 for the ticket, which is insane. You pay like $120 just to enter TwitchCon for both days. And I think I've spent a total of $500 on that whole holiday. Maybe a bit more because then we went to explore Amsterdam together, didn't we? And basically went to TwitchCon because I've always wanted to. Objective was to take as many pop friend selfies with as many Twitch streamers I recognized at the time. I was pretty successful. I got Hassan to basically do what he thought was a swastika at the time. And no, it was just me trying to do a pop friend emoji, and as chat might know, a pop friend in the chat.
I never thought about that. I never thought that
No.
that I could have that association.
No, I was just trying to do a joke about making Hassan do a swastika. But, yeah, and I met famous people. I met at the time, only a few months later, or a month or two later, we would learn about Slicker scamming all of the Twitch streamers, like for thousands, hundreds of thousands from every Twitch streamer. I met people that I'm huge fans of on Twitch, like Simply, the speedrunner. I've been watching his streams for a long time, and Cheese as well. Cheese being a legendary speedrunner. If you see the last episode of Summoning Salts, you watch the whole episode about Super Mario 64 running, and the one name that I was waiting for the whole episode to be mentioned is Cheese. And on the last 5 seconds of the video, before the thanks and credits, and that person is Cheese. And then it's like, to be continued. And it's like, I met some legendary speedrunners in the Super Mario 64 category. I met Hassan, Will, and Austin, Austin I was the biggest fan of. I've been watching him since Raj, old school RuneScape days, as I am a bit of a old Twitch viewer. An old frog, as they say.
An old frog?
Yeah, an old frog is like, because Pepe is Pepe the Frog is like the face
the mascot of Twitch.
The mascot of Twitch viewers. And Pepe the Frog is kind of like, if you're an old frog, you're like an old Pepe, basically. That's very Force and Community-esque, kind of based on that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know for a while they were trying to associate Pepe with a hate symbol as well.
No, yeah. I think, was that left or the right in political, do you think?
I think it was because it was such a popular internet meme that even some bad groups on the internet started adopting it as, another one of their ways of expressing certain negative emotions, and then it just tried to get associated that way. But thankfully, I don't think Pepe has that reputation.
Yeah, exactly. Old frog. Hey, yo, Clark, what do you mean by that? Okay, anyways.
Should we move on to the next source?
I actually have more to talk
about Amsterdam.
Yeah, about TwitchCon. So I saw Hassan, I saw...
In the Littlewood?
Yeah, I saw the Yogscast. I just missed Lewis by 10 minutes. So Lewis is still someone from the Yogscast that I haven't met. But I got to see Hat Films. I got to see other people like... I forget who. Yeah, and then I saw Martin, who of course, one of the reasons I started watching Twitch was because of him. And
I think it's also true that your most viewed video on your YouTube is your live stream, your highlights from the Twitch Amsterdam, isn't it?
Yeah. Basically, just putting Pokimane, Hassan, and other people in the title guarantees you to have a more viewed video on YouTube.
But I would say there was one iconic moment to stand out above all others from that legendary live stream you did in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. That's why I wanted to continue talking about it, because 1310 in the chat. At TwitchCon, I did get stream sniped instead of it happening the other way around. I got stream sniped by the YouTuber Gideon, and he grabbed my stream and started streaming for me. And it was a pretty legendary moment, as you could probably see here, chat, if I put it in the chat. Let me just put it here. So yeah, a pretty legendary moment in between the two of us. I didn't get shout out my Twitch channel like other smaller Twitch streamers did when it happened, but I think it's a more iconic moment that I don't think I'll ever forget until the day I die. Yeah. And there's video proof of it still on his channel. So
yeah, for a while it looked like the video got taken down, but then it came back up, and there you go, millions of views. People have seen you. Yeah,
people have seen me, but they just don't know me yet.
You know what? You actually deserve this Hot Ones interview with Sean Evans.
Yeah. What's happened to your hair? Or do you go to like Turkey or something, Sean?
Yeah. Sean, you look a little bit different, man. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm walking here. Hey. I'm walking here. I'm Christopher Walken, aren't I? Hey.
Christopher Walken here. But I think I had a hair transplant, and I was actually hiding the fact that I'm British all along.
Yes. Sean is British, chat, if you didn't know.
Moving swiftly on to the next source, we have some basic piri-piri. This would be the equivalent of like a Tabasco. Yeah.
There we go.
And I already put some on my donut. You can get a little bit on yours. Yeah, you have to properly like drip, 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 drip.
Okay, I don't know how much I need to put.
I
On
think
this.
it's so mild that it's just gonna tickle our tongue. If I had to guess how much.
It doesn't come out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Just
have to shake it.
All right, you
That's
ready?
what huh? Okay, wait. Can I give you this back?
Yep, yep.
There we go.
Moving on to donut level 2.
Okay, then here as it is. There you guys go.
It's got a little something to it, you know. It's got a little. I feel it's on my tongue.
I think that is hot.
Yeah, that's a little bit. I like that.
I could have put more, but donuts is a great way to hide the hot sauce. I think we just discovered that.
Well, of transmitting it to our tongue,
What?
of emphasizing the hotness on our tongue. The donuts.
Yeah,
are good
but
medium.
like if you just eat a food and the hot sauce just falls into your stomach without hitting the rest of your mouth, I think that's what the donut's kind of doing for me right now. Yeah.
All right, we've got a segment on the show called "Explain That Gram." Now, I didn't actually find anything I wanted on your Instagram. I decided to hack your personal computer at your family home and find these pictures. All right.
Oh Jesus, you're exposing me in front of the.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
I'm
glare.
Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Okay.
So, Chris, what's going on here?
Sean, how did you enter my house and find that image? What the hell? I'm surprised that. Oh, I'm really feeling like I need a.
That was a bit spicy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch anything.
I'm going to start going really red.
Yeah. So this image of me, as you can clearly see, I have no clue where this is. What's going on? I know the middle glasses are my dad's, but the rest I have no clue what's going on in that picture right there.
Well, I'll have to jog your memory a little bit. This was at our uncle and auntie's house in the UK. This was before they moved house in their old house, and we went to spend Christmas with them. And they just happened to have a bunch of glasses for 3D movies. And you decided to put them all on at once, and I just took a photo of it. And then,
Yeah, I as the younger I was, the more like stupid I kind of let myself be, and I would do stuff like that.
just being goofy.
Yeah, I like my level of goofiness that is seen on stream is definitely the emphasis of a younger me trying to bring it out.
You're much more tame these days. You control
Yeah.
yourself.
No, I'm just becoming an old git. Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next picture. What's happening here?
So this you actually did because you were talking about the thing about the glasses. You reminded me of what I was doing with this hat once. You are really having just the reflection of outside the window. Just
No, Chris, that would be the reflection. of
there we
outside
go.
the
I am
window.
Jesus Christ. This is when we did a boat tour in the Douro River in
2013, I think. I was 15, you were 13, or I was 14, you were 12 at the time.
So yeah, as you can see, chat, I have a hat and glasses. I did lose that hat very recently on when I went around Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the hat I lost. Basically, I lost it in Frankfurt on the train. I just forgot it. So and the glasses, I think, are still the glasses I might have.
You know what? You didn't want them anymore. You gave them to me. They're on the shelf in Nazaré right now.
Crazy how we've had these things for so long. And then I think being goofy again, if you remember on the train ride, I would like have the hat and you would go like that as I push it like back and forth.
We recorded a clip of that, and I actually made a family holiday video with all the funny photos, funny moments and things that we saw on that trip.
So yeah, as you can see, chat, I did get all the women back in the day. Sadly, I just started balding and I don't know what went wrong. What went so south for me to go from this to that?
Well, I think in 2012, you also discovered Twitch.com.
Ah, I see. Chat, save yourself. Stop watching. Please stop watching. You're gonna become like this. You want to go back to that, don't you?
All right. Next picture. Where's this?
I think that's in Bath, UK, England.
No.
No?
It's somewhere else. You're close. It's not England, though.
It's not England. Where the hell is that photo from? You're with your Zelda cap on.
Mm-hmm. And we're outside a sweet store.
A sweet store. I have no clue where that could be. Chat, do you know where this could be?
Do you know where this could be?
I have no. William, where is it? Where is it from?
This is in Killarney in
Killar-
Ireland.
Are you sure it's not Bath?
I'm 100% sure it's Ireland because I got it from the Ireland photo album on the PC. That's titled Ireland. And the next photo was us outdoors in Kilkerry when we did the drive around. Why were we in Ireland, Chris?
Because Dad was playing in a pool competition, right? But are you sure that's not Bath, William? I think this is going to be one of those discussions that we're going to have of who's right now. Because I think you're assuming I 100% think that's in Bath. When me and you had lunch together, and Mum and Dad had lunch together somewhere else because we didn't want to have lunch in the same place.
There were only 2 tables that had 2 seats in a Pizza Express in Bath when we went to Bath. But that was indoors, okay? And this is outdoors. And this is in the photo album titled Ireland in 2014 when we went.
Yeah, but what if Mum and Dad put it in the wrong place? Because I think we're older when we're in Ireland than we are in this photo right here.
No, that's us in Ireland. I remember it. That's actually a shop that we went to. There was a cafe, and right next to it was a fudge shop where we bought some proper.
So you're saying it's where we got fudge when we were on the car trip with Mum and Dad inside like the coast.
This is either the fudge shop or the cafe that's literally right next to it when we did.
Sean, how do you know so much about me? Jesus, it's so crazy.
Yeah, crazy. And we're on to the last picture. What's happening here?
I think that's me being a bit of like I'm just like don't want a camera in my face right now. I'm just waiting for I'm hangry. What is called being hangry, where I'm kind of like hungry and angry. I just want my food, and you guys are annoying me or taking photos. And that's me with my dad next to me.
Yeah, Christopher wasn't even streaming at this point, and he was already tired of all the celebrities getting in his face.
Yeah, I think that's in Gibraltar, probably 2015 or 2016.
Yeah. And I noticed about this picture is that you got quite a chiseled face, you know? You got a quite nice jawline. I mean, damn.
I think that's just a good angle.
Yeah, you're really good at. Look at your eyes there. I mean, you love the.
That's what I looked like when I started streaming. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that is definitely my face when I started streaming.
Chris has been streaming for
after
5
years. Chat, do you guys want to see what Twitch does to you after 5 years? You go from this to this.
Well, that was our explain that gram section.
I think I got, especially because of the beard, I have to let it grow because for the festival that we're going to do at the end of the month, the idea is to just shave everything and leave the mustache. And yeah. Anyways.
Okay, and another question that you've got to tell everyone who hasn't heard this story yet. Please tell us about that one time that you might have gotten rizzed up at the gym.
Wait, okay then. So, wait, how does it go? Let me think about it. I remember the punchline. I've already told this on stream before. Chat, who doesn't know this story, by the way? I don't know if anybody in chat doesn't know what this story is about. But basically, I go to the gym. I don't know. Khan doesn't know, but Gogo knows about this. Okay then. So basically, I go to the gym, and there's this new trainer at the gym, and she's basically introducing herself to everybody. And as she introduces herself to everybody, she's trying to remember everybody's names, and I think she's trying to like find a way to remember people's names by asking about them. So she talks to me, and I'm talking about how I'm a Twitch streamer. I know
Stops running away in the opposite direction, never goes back to that gym again.
Yeah, exactly. Poor woman had to talk to me for more than
She now actually goes to therapy and has been there for like 3 years now.
Yeah, she's actually in an insane asylum. So she talks to me, I talk about some things, and at the time I had finished doing, this was in January, so I had finished doing my first charity live stream 2 years ago, 2022 charity live stream in Christmas, so before 2023, this was January 2023, and I talked about how I raised money for charity and everything, and she kind of seemed to have an interest for me because she thought I was interesting. So then the next week, 2 days after, because I would go to the gym every 2 days, 1 day break, then gym. She came up to me and she was like, "Oh, I know you. For some reason I can't remember your name, although you're super interesting." And then she said, "To remember your name, what do women call you when you're behaving badly?" And I think to myself, Okay, it's a bit of a weird question, but sure. I don't know what's going on, why she's asking what women call me when I'm behaving badly. But of course, the first thought that appears in my head is, oh yeah, my mum calls me by my full name when I'm behaving badly.
Completely oblivious to her trying to flirt with you a little bit.
And yeah, from that day on, I've never talked to a woman in my life, basically.
I think when you told the story, it was such a good punchline. And then you explained how you went to bed that night and only then did you realise what had gone on.
Oh no, that's not, that doesn't just happen once. That happens all the time, basically. It still happens to this very present day. But I think these days it's more about not saying what the right thing is, just not making the right move. Or yes, as a classic broken legend move of just completely missing his shot with any type of woman. Yeah.
And I think one of the funniest parts about it is that you're just naturally being yourself, and that's funny, unintentionally.
Yeah, that's when I'm the funniest, is unintentional. And it's either me making a grammar mistake or something, and it's always unintentional.
Like switching the R and the N, that happens all the time.
Yeah, those. Okay, we're not gonna get cancelled already. Jesus Christ!
Well, you're not Christopher Walken?
No, I'm. I was gonna swatch Christopher with all the R's and N's, but anyways.
Yeah.
Okay then. So yeah, basically, I don't think we ever talked much after that, but yeah, I don't think there's much of a continuation from that story.
Moving on to the next source. What have we got next?
So chat, we have the Piri Piri Extra Spicy right here. I shall open it up. We have not opened these up yet. So yeah, chat. What are you guys thinking of this episode of Scuffed Hot Ones on Twitch?
Scuffed ones.
Scuffed Ones. I think that does exist.
What scuffed ones?
I think it probably does. How the hell do we open
I
this?
think there might be a filter on the inside. You might have to unscrew the top.
I think we have to unscrew the top.
And there might be like a little plastic
Yeah,
thing.
okay. It's the first time we're opening these shots. It's literally the first time we ever try these hot sauces. So yeah, better than the original. Thank you for being honest.
Yeah, I'm glad someone said it. I mean, I didn't want to be the one who says it, but I'm glad at least, the people recognize.
Okay, then. So I'll put the donuts here and I'll get the hot sauce.
We're basically doing the last dab on every single donut.
Yeah. Oh, that is a lot of hot sauce.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Jesus.
Oh, here we go. Let's get nice and up and close to the camera. Yeah, nice. We got the donut and we got the sauce. Dripping that sauce. Yeah. Nice. There we go.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, bombs up, chat.
Bottoms up. Cheers.
I like that a lot.
That's got good flavour.
That's got good flavour. I might go for a round 2 where we just put more of that. But it's definitely burning my tongue.
Well, yeah, it's light, but it's not painful.
Man, I would love to go for a drink right now. I'm not going to do it until we finish all of it.
Yeah.
I think we should do a 4th one where we just put more of that. Just
Like a double quantity. You know what? I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna soak this, absolutely drench it. Oh man.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's way too much. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh.
No, I actually feel like this one's hitting me a lot.
Did you put it on your tongue side when you put it in?
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm doing. I need it to hit. I can't, William, we're supposed to make this as realistic as possible with scuffed, version of Hot Ones.
Ah. Oh, that's genuine though.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you catch it in the back of your throat or something?
I think so.
I think I just got it on my tongue and nowhere else.
Ugh.
Because I put it on my tongue. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's getting worse. You know what? I was actually lying, chat. This is actually getting worse with time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep this one for when we do it in a bit.
This is actually very hot. This is crazy. Okay, moving on to the next question. Chris, I did a little bit of background insight into you. I discovered that there's a famous person called Christopher Walker who is very knowledgeable on worldly topics. So can you explain the socio-economic and political situation and the tensions going on in the countries of the Central African region?
Okay. So basically, it started back 500 years ago with colonization of Portugal and other countries in African countries. And basically, with these,
You really want to drink milk right now, don't you?
it's not easy. My nose is becoming runny. I like this.
This is
I
a
like
good
pain.
sauce.
So basically, with these countries colonizing and basically extracting as much of the materials and people to make slaves, basically set a precedence that isn't very easy to reverse that culture in those African countries. Leaving the culture between the black people, sadly, in African countries as a very hard thing to reverse, where thievery and exploitation isn't a set thing that exists in those countries, and putting precedences where black people can be the owners of these lands or have more power over their own countries and organizations can hopefully help the economies in those countries, like in Zambia and Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the more you talk, the spicier it gets, because this has only been going up. I know it doesn't look like it on camera, and I was joking earlier, but the spice level keeps going up on this.
Yeah.
So even the next one, which is just this but a bit more, is scaring me a little bit already.
Yeah, it's you would put just a little bit of this in like a big pot of food to give it a good sauce. I completely forgot what I was going to say. My mouth is all saliva right now.
Yeah, my mouth is completely coated right now. My mouth is producing saliva. Like, protect yourself. You're probably putting fire directly in your mouth. Here, have some extra liquid.
I wonder how my butt is going to feel later after going through this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be careful around your eyes and do not scratch your ball sack, whatever you do.
Shit. I've been putting the camera on you this whole time just because of that. So every time the camera goes like, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Anyway,
scratching my balls.
let's move on from the socio-economic and political situation in Africa. I think we could talk about this for hours. I want to know if you were playing Overwatch at a semi-professional level at one point.
I like this question because there are only a few things in life that I like to be the most egocentric possible, where I'm the center of attention. And this is the perfect opportunity to talk about when I was good at Overwatch back in 2016. Basically, when Overwatch came out, I was playing on my really shitty Acer laptop at 30 FPS. I still was nearly able to reach Master at the time. And I would carry absolute terrible teams that are silver, gold, platinum, and I'll get them all to diamond at the time. So at the time, I was one of those people that would log on and people would be messaging them to play with them, to help them play competitive games. And basically go up ranked with me. And then I also, because of people at the time I was hanging with, Francisco from Fatima, he enrolled us with other people into the underleague teams of Dragon Core, a Portuguese Overwatch team. And through there, I got to play with bigger players, the people that would participate in the Portugal Overwatch team. I got to play with them. I got coached by them a bit. But at the time, they then wanted me to sign contracts. I asked for a better PC. And because I was studying at the time, just none of it helped. And basically nothing came out of me being really good at Overwatch at the time.
Alrighty. That was an excellent question, I see. A little bit of an insight for those who don't know much. But Chris, I am afraid we have to move on to the penultimate level, the second to last level in this Hot Ones interview. It's the last source, but we absolutely drench these pieces. And I'm already a little bit scared because this is just going to have a multiplication effect on the pain that we had in the last 5 minutes. This is probably going to be 2 or 3 times X that. So good luck. And let's try not to drink anything.
I don't know if you can see, but the donut does absorb most of it.
Yeah, like if you look at mine, it's on this side, but it also goes to the other side. So it's a lot of sauce. Good luck.
Jesus Christ.
This is a bit that they cut out of the episode as well, the guests are eating.
No. Oh.
Without drinking, this is a little bit difficult to swallow.
You definitely are like Sean Evans because you're the one that's not struggling here.
Oh, I hope my face is trying to convey enough seriousness that this hurts, okay? This is hurting. My mouth is on fire.
Okay, my mouth is starting to saliva. Get me with the next question.
All right. I see you want to cut this interview a little bit short. Now, at the beginning of this stream, you mentioned a few topics like pooping yourself and something else. I can't remember what that something else was. Can you talk about that?
I can't remember anything right now. Ah!
What the hell?
Fuck.
Oh!
I hate this. Why are you sending one, yeah?
Oh my god! What level do you
What was
think?
the question?
What level do you think this would be on the actual lineup out of 10?
I don't know. I think it might be close to the bomb, but I'm not joking.
You think this would be like a 4?
It might be a 5 or 6.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking this is probably when guests hit 5 or 6. I've gone red.
I'm going to try and open the sound effect.
Oh! What's the sound effect?
I don't know. I'm opening it. Yeah, I love that sound effect. It was the...
Chris, when we started this interview, you jokingly said 2 things. One of them was that you pooped I asked you what you're famous for, and you said pooping myself and something else. What was the other thing?
Why am I famous for pooping? I don't get it. I'm actually feeling high right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know when you see the guests and they feel like they can't keep their head straight on?
I think it's actually that high that you do when you're doing Wim Hof breathing, because you're breathing in and out so much. Fucking hell, that's crazy.
This is so crazy. Chris,
Okay.
I've got a question to save the day, okay?
Okay, I'm lightheaded actually.
Oh
I'm
my
really
God.
lightheaded right now.
In the top picture here, where are you? I forgot to ask this during the photo segment. Where is this?
Oh, that's at my old granddad's place. Rest in peace. Right there is in our old bedroom that I would love to sleep in. Those are actually the Mario Sunshine and other things on the bed.
GameCube
games that our cousin gave us that we still have somewhere hidden.
Oh my god, I'm lightheaded.
Yeah, I'm lightheaded.
Oh my
My
God.
mouth's on fire right now.
My nose is running.
And that is a SpongeBob toy that we won at a fun fair. And those bed covers are Thomas the Tank Engine bed covers. So yeah, very classic, good old memories.
What, on this picture, what's that?
Nice Jelly Cats, my cat's toy that I still have. I can go grab him right now if you need.
If you really need him.
No, I can't be bothered. I got lightheaded.
Oh my god. Just one last question.
Oh.
One last question. Where's this?
I have no clue. Can I see it? Show it to me, not the camera. Oh yeah, that's in Center Parks. Yeah.
Tell us about Center Parks.
Center Parks has rapids. I do miss it. But they're not that good because the older you get and the less fun they are because they're less fun and you're bigger, so the rides are smaller. And
Yeah, but I'll tell you something. Without a shadow of doubt in my mind, we're going to relive all of that joy whenever we bring our children or our nephews and nieces there.
Nice. That's the wholesome music playing in the background. Right
Yeah, that's the wholesome music playing right. But oh my god, this hurts. Chat. You know when you're watching the show and you think, man, it can't be that difficult. I'm sure I could do it. Holy shit!
Yeah, I've got phlegm building up.
It's crazy. My mouth has been coated in saliva it still hurts. My tongue is like pulsing right now.
Okay.
Chris,
that's the source, by the way, chat. What's going on?
I've got the last dab. This is Piri Piri. Ay ay. You want to know why it's called ay ay? Well, let me put it this way. What my brother and I are going to do, I kid you not, we're just going to put a singular drop, okay? In case Sagana with a devil emoji, yellow crosses warning you, and it says dangerously spicy. Perigosamente picante. That's dangerously spicy, okay? In case we didn't portray it well enough on our last donut, which was just the level below, but with a bit extra. With this one, all we're going to do, quite literally...
I don't even know if you need to use gloves to handle this.
I would say, careful, just put one drop. Okay, ready? This is what we're going to do. We're literally just going to do that. Okay?
That looks thick, that sauce.
It's quite thick. Now, this, you're probably thinking, oh my God, you're being such a pussy. That's nothing. That's not going to hurt. The biggest pain that my brother and I have ever gone through is about to happen on camera right now with just one little drip of piri piri ai. And after this, I think there is a chance we might do a Martin Garrix and ask to go to the bathroom to throw up. There is a chance that we might do that.
Is it? Oh my God. Let me try and read the ingredients. Okay then. It says extract of hot sauce, 23%. Vinegar. Water.
It's got just pepper extract.
Pepper extract.
It's just pepper extract and a bit of peppers.
Goma zantana. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You just picture pure spiciness bottled in one go. And Chris, I do want to say, I'm going to go crazy. I took the lid off the bottle. It's a fresh bottle. I'm about to rub what was on the lid here, just to make it extra painful for me, because we only do this once.
We only the lid.
That's from the lid, right?
Yeah. Can you give me that? Yeah.
Now, I kid you not. I wish you. It looks like a prank, Chris. I will see you on the other side to ask you the final 2 questions. Okay?
I'm not ready. How long has this stream been going for? Let me check.
Probably 10 minutes.
This has only been going for less than an hour.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think a normal hot ones is probably that long, isn't it?
Oh, I bet it's longer than that. Yeah, from the moment the guest walks in until they start rolling the whole show, all the cuts, and then afterwards, I'm guessing that a guest is on set for maybe 2 hours minimum.
I don't want to do this.
Right, Chris, this is going to be very painful, and I will see you on the other side. Cheers.
Oh my God.
3, 2, 1. No regrets. The problem with donuts is that's difficult to swallow.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
I think I should put a little bit more.
Oh my God. Oh God, it's getting worse.
It definitely gets worse.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to ask a question now, and it's just going to get worse. Now that you're Trillion Scoville destroying your taste buds, it's time to pull out the big guns and ask hard-hitting questions everybody wants to know the answers to. Is it true that you accidentally pooped yourself when you were a kid?
I already talked about, yeah. Oh, we were going to talk about things earlier. I did at school when I was younger. And so I broke a girl's hand by accident.
Huh?
Yeah.
You did?
I kicked a football against her. And the football hit her hand like that, and it broke her hand, and she had to have like metals. I also shat myself once in the middle of class where I understood something was wrong with me. So I get up with my hand in the air like, teacher! No matter I go, teacher! It does a massive rips. And everybody stares at me. And everybody inside to shut myself there. And teacher says, go to the toilet. You need to go. Go. And then someone helps me change my pants, but I just shut myself.
And now the ultimate question, Chris, the only one that's appropriate at this point in time. What is the meaning of life?
It's kind of what this Twitch stream is. It's about doing whatever you want and go through the pain to get there, to do what you want, and to be with the people you want. And I can't even open my eyes. Ah!
Oh, you know, I think you put a bit more than me, and if I'm feeling this, I can't imagine what you're feeling.
I actually didn't think because I thought the donut was going to mask it, but no, it wasn't able to. I'm not. Should I go for the milk? I think it's fine if
I'm tearing up at this point.
Chat, donate. I'm not touching the milk. Oh.
Well, I've got an epic thing to announce. Well, Chris, you made it through the gauntlet of spice and survived the wings of death, the donuts of death. It's been an absolute pleasure watching you sweat, laugh, and drop some incredible stories along the way. Thanks for joining us on Hot Ones. You're officially part of the Spicy Wing Hall of Fame. For everyone watching, check out Guest's latest project / work and keep supporting Guest Field, example their music, movies, etc. Until next time, this camera, let the people know what you got going on in your life.
I might stay on a little bit more on stream just so you guys can see. My lips and the front of my tongue are on fire. And on the 23rd of this month, a new song's going to be released on the Spotify I've been working on with my band. It's going to be cool. I could give a little preview for chat after this in a second, if you guys remind me. I might be going to Japan next month. And if we do, I'm going to maybe stream it or something. I don't know. I might be going to Japan next month. So we got the song. We got our festival that I might try and stream if they allow me to, if it's possible. So that you guys can see a live stream of the concert of the Tunnage. Apart from that, catch me on the flip side, always on Twitch or on Discord. I'll be always on Discord chat. I think that's everything. Would you like to shout yourself out, William?
Sorry, I was trying to look like I was in the void. Thank you so much. Round of applause, everyone! Woo! Yeah!
Okay, I'm going for milk.
We did it, Chris. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god.
That is
Oh my
insanely
God.
nice. Oh my god, that's so good.
That works.
That works so well.
Oh my god, that works. What a genius format for an interview show. My god.
That does help. I need to blow the nose.
You know when we were getting high off that third one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab napkins.
Can you grab me one? Give me some kitchen roll. I need it because my god. Chat, I'll let you in on a secret. I didn't put enough on the last one. The penultimate one was actually the worst one for me, but I think Chris got the worst of it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. Oh, that's crazy. Ugh. I think what we got was just 10%. I'm not kidding. I think what we got was 10% of the Scoville units that they have when they're on the bomb.
I think I don't mind, chat. If you guys donate on this last one, I'll make it all red.
And you know what? If someone donates right now, at least what, €10, something like that, I will put a whole drop of the last dab directly on my tongue from the box.
So yeah, if you guys donate or support the cause, I will go insane.
Yeah, if you want to see us actually suffer, if you just want to see people in pain, if you're a sadist, donate.
That's actually an episode of Black Mirror. If you watch the latest Black Mirror.
Oh, I haven't seen season 6, 5 and 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
I haven't watched those two, and I love Black Mirror. I love it. I need to watch that.
So yeah, it's season 6 isn't that good. Season 7's pretty right.
You're in that phase where the celebrities get hiccups and stuff.
Yeah, it's not nice.
That's crazy. Look, I drank so much milk right now. I've literally got only this much left.
Okay. So yeah, we could just chat for a little bit more. But chat, if you guys donate, I will do a little bit more of this insane source.
Chris, when you look back on this stream, you're going to see that you mentioned a few things early on in the stream. I can't remember what the other thing you wanted to talk about was.
I did talk about TwitchCon. I don't know who else did I meet. I met Rob CD, who said he wanted to stream with me, and then I never met up or hang out with him anymore. I met some really cool Twitch streamers. Other highlights from my stream, definitely. Oh, highlights of my stream. I can't be bothered to talk. I talk about it all the time.
I guess I can ask you another interview question, just out of genuine curiosity. Not only have your awesome moments happening on your stream, but I bet there were moments that you either donated or wrote in chat to some big streams that caused a moment to happen. Do any stick out in your mind of moments that you interacted with a celebrity?
I was doing one of the first Twitch dramas that existed, which is when a streamer called Masan, who used to be a Hearthstone Twitch streamer, got called out for view botting by Wreckful. And I was there watching that stream. Although I probably wasn't chatting at the time, I did see it live. I was playing Hearthstone at Dad's work office in Gibraltar when that was going on. So I was there to kind of witness those big moments. Or like the first IRL streams when it comes to Pokemon Go, or Japan vlogs with Chance and Wreckful. Some of the like highest moments on Twitch, I kind of could say I was there, yeah.
Chris was the guy in the chat that wrote, "Hi YouTube, I was here."
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But never one that caused any big moments apart from when I interacted with Gideon. I don't think I've ever had a bigger moment than that.
Man, you peaked too early.
Nah, there's still... The thing about peaking is people think especially celebrities, think that their highest moment is the moments where they make it the highest they've ever been. Just forgetting that you can always make it higher if you keep
smoking that dank weed. You can get high. All you have to do is find some good kush.
Yeah, there's always, if you just keep believing in yourself, you keep trying, you keep pushing yourself.
Maybe some purple haze, maybe some AK, some top grade
Yeah,
stuff.
like you keep going harder and harder and harder, chat. The harder you go, the more time you spend in that locker room, the harder you go, the more of slapping that you're able to handle, the more screaming and wait, what?
I once ate a brownie and went to watch Zombieland 2. I forgot what happened in the whole movie except this one scene where he's running away from zombies and then jumps and catches a hook. If you've watched the movie, you know that scene's real. I don't remember anything else that happened.
Chat, I will do more of this on this bit of donut. I still left. If you
I will put a little drop on my finger and then brush my teeth with it.
I don't think it is safe to put this on your fingers. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'll probably scratch my eyes later. I'll scratch my eyes later, and then it'll just be a pain.
Just drink it. Okay then.
But if you donate 10, I'll put a little bit on this donut.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do that again.
Getting high on spicy sauce is that. I bet you're not. There must be someone out there who has been seriously addicted to substances and is chasing the high through legal means and probably does it by eating spicy sauce.
I think that's what Steve-O does these
Steve-O,
days.
that's what Steve-O does every day. He stopped all the drugs. He's 11 years clean. He just does hot sauce.
Yeah. So I'm switching the cameras with hotkeys, chat. It's very simple to set up on OBS. So William talks.
I talk.
And I talk, basically.
And
There's like a huge delay. Anyways, don't die for content. No, that's what we're doing. Oh Jesus!
You're supposed to go for the camera switching quick, like.
Anyways, so yeah, I'd like to do more high-end production streams. I think if I were to go to Japan, I'll basically spend all the money I've made for the last 6 months of working on upgrading my PC and getting kind of an IRL setup ready and a SIM card when I'm in Japan to live stream it. But that basically only has a month away. I'm only like a bit more than a month away and nothing's confirmed yet.
I haven't got anything to say. I was just thinking, I hope nobody donates.
I don't think anybody's donated. You can see here, the last donation was your 61 months. We can talk about that. So chat, I've been streaming for over 5 years now. February 2020. So that's 5 years and 4 months that I've been live streaming. 5 years and 1 month of being an affiliate. So 3 months to get affiliate on Twitch, 5 years and 1 month of still being in an affiliate, basically.
What's the next level?
Being partnered streamer.
And what are the requirements for partner?
Let's actually check that out right now. You know what? It would be really cool. Let me set this up. Okay. Actually, I think I can do this. Chat, 1 second. I could do something really cool right now. Let me add. Oh, look how cool this could be. So wait, existing. Oh wait, no.
Did you just delete a setting?
No, I didn't delete it. Okay. This is difficult, but
Oh my god.
look. Okay, this is actually going to be pretty epic if I get this to work. And now, okay, with no capture, I can delete this. There should be a second crop. Ah, okay then. And then I get your camera right here. Video camera 2.
Ooh.
How about this, baby?
Let's go, baby.
And
Woo.
then I put this. Wait.
It's like the Adam and Eve. No, the God. I'm like Adam, the first man, trying to reach out to God, right? Like.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
I think it's it. And now, wait, yeah. There we go. Ah.
Imagine God touches Adam's finger and he just goes.
Oh. Adam touches Jesus, God himself, and then just. That's probably. Yeah, I've been watching stuff about what's his name? The first hero that was written down stories.
What, like in ancient Greek stories?
No. What's his name?
Mesopotamia, Marduk.
Okay, wait. We should actually swap cameras. Because look, like you're looking down, I'm looking that way.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is annoying me right now.
Because I'm looking this way, you want to look the other way. Got it. Yeah. Or you could just flip the cameras.
No. You do this. Wait.
Poggers in the chat.
How do I do this? Oh wait, sorry. I have to do it like this. Okay.
Easy does it. Yee! I am in the big seat now. I play the character of a god. Lo and behold, it is me, God. You will do as I say and command,
Okay.
lest you go to hell. Blah.
Okay, cool. Did you make the sound? What sound? Something like that. Now you can kiss. I don't think it works. Okay, now it kind of. Yeah, like we're basically looking at each other kind of right now. Okay, before I was switching the cameras, we were talking about the first gods, not
Partners.
the first god. Huh?
Partners.
No, partner streamers.
And then you want to talk about the first
Yes,
hero.
but the first god, Anunnaki, not Anunnaki. Fuck, what's it called? The first one that killed a god or had to kill a god. The first story is written on encryptions.
What, Mesopotamian legends and stuff?
It's I'm gonna find it. Sorry, I'm gonna find it. I was watching the BET Awards. Fucking BT Awards.
Man, I saw some Family Guy clips recently myself.
Yeah. Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, the oldest story ever written.
The oldest, literally,
yeah.
I'm saying the oldest story ever written. Why am I mentioning Gilgamesh?
The hero.
Oh, so we were talking about the picture, and then so basically Gilgamesh is the story of that god that was transformed into an animal, and the moment the animal saw a female and was enticed by the female and then begged her was the moment he started turning back into a human instead of being an animal, a pure being. So in the stories of the ancient past, kind of sex and desire or lust is the thing that made humans and not mortals, not immortals.
Interesting. I think
Yeah.
the knowledge when they eat from the tree of the good and evil, they now have a sense of morality. And I think when you have a sense of morality, what's good and what's bad, comes with it the idea that life is good and death is bad. And when you have this idea, if you didn't have this idea, you would die. It doesn't matter. Soul goes to another body, whatever you want to believe, right? If you didn't fear death in that regard. But now that you can actually transmit that knowledge, like, oh, death is bad, like It would be terrible if my child would die, or if I would die, or if my partner would die. I think when you actually have that, you become self-aware. Like, oh shit, I can't die. I think this self-consciousness comes in, and then you truly know good and evil, and that you're scared of dying.
Yeah. So just to respond to some of chat's messages, yeah, I'm doing good. I think Gilgamesh is a great tale. That it's amazing how people are able to.
Raiders trailer?
Have you seen the Splatoon Raiders trailer? No, I haven't, Duck, but I've never been much of a Splatoon fan. Yes, so Gilgamesh and these old stories that archaeologists had to kind of like scoop up is pretty cool that they exist and we're able to read. We're able to read them. So yeah. So we were talking about that, getting partnered. So yeah, let's show chat how to get partnered on Twitch. I'm actually interested to see what I might need to do to get partnered. So yeah, chat, what do you think of the stream? We're not going to finish just yet. I'm going to go until 2 hours of live stream. Moderation, is it here? Channel. Monetization? Affiliate. Change, no. Sponsorship, subscriptions. I don't know if it's content, clips, moments, community, analytics, earning, payouts, discovery, achievements, maybe? Path to partnership. Okay then, chat. I do have it's right here. I think I'm allowed to show this. I need to stream 25 hours, really easy. Stream 12 different days, very easy. It's literally just average 75 viewers to get partnered on Twitch.
Average 75?
Yeah, that's not that much if you think about it.
Oh man, that does feel like a requirement though. Like 75 concurrent viewers. You got a picture. 75 people out of the 24 hours of their day, you happen to catch 75 all at the same time that want to watch you at the same time.
Yeah.
For me, it's impressive if I get 75 views in one day on one video.
On your YouTube
now imagine
videos.
having to do that at the same time. That's difficult, in my opinion. You need a bit of an audience. How many YouTube subscribers do you think the equivalent would be of an achievement for 75 concurrent viewers?
Could you repeat that question?
Twitch, 75 concurrent viewers puts you in the top X%.
Oh, what percent?
Of Twitch viewership. So how many YouTube video views or subscribers do you need to get to that same percentage level of success?
I know that in 2024, there was a few months where 8 million different people streamed per month. So in a month in 2024, the average would be over 8 million people. If you're at a partner level, if you compare 8 million people, I'm guessing only 8,000 are partnered that are live streaming, meaning they have 75 or more average views. Which 8 million or 8,000?
1 in 1,000.
1 in
That's
1,000.
top 0.1%.
Top 0.1% is partnered on Twitch.
So to be a top 0.1% in terms of viewership per month or subscribers per total on YouTube, I wonder what the equivalent is.
Yeah, it's not easy. If you think about it, I think it's tough. And to make it without having to do stupid TikToks and make it natural where you actually have a really healthy, good community behind it is not easy. And I think you have got close with your RuneScape Quest Lore series. And I know you might be different, but I think you're generally successful. And you might have to make those like top 10 videos like that. You kind of like, maybe isn't what you want to do. You more want to do your quest lore.
Top 10 worst quests in old school RuneScape.
Why not?
Number 10.
Top 10 easiest quests.
Soul's Bane.
Top 10 easiest quests instead of hardest, William.
And all the comments will be like, oh, what the hell? These are all the most difficult quests. I've never done Cook's Assistant.
Yeah. So yeah, it's you can do those videos and even make it April Fools if you want, like all stuff like that. But I have a friend that's doing motorbike videos who's successful. You're doing your RuneScape videos. I think Wanye is the most successful with his music. He does a lot of Takanaka spin-off music. Wait, I'm gonna try and see if I can find Mr. Takanaka. Sorry, that's.
Oh look, it's Reclaw with
Yeah.
OSRS ElfQuest line summarized.
Yeah, this is kind of like what I have. I'm not subscribed to Wanye. Wayne? No, it's Wanye. I wrote Wanye, right?
Yeah. Just search for channels.
channels.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wanya is definitely the most successful because he's got like all of these. Tekanaka. So yeah, this is his channel. It's really good. I like every single song, although I might not listen to 100% of the song all the time. My CEO is so ass. What is CEO?
Chief
SEO.
Executive. Oh.
No, SEO.
SEO.
It's not ads or anything. It's
What's SEO?
originality. No, sorry. Search engine optimization.
Yeah,
It's because it's always Tekanaka, so I'm not trying to roast Wanya. I like
you roasted the hell out of him. SEO. I don't know what SEO
when
is.
he's like, wow.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Search engine optimization.
Search engine optimization.
So I guess it's putting the right tags.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah. If with my TwitchCon video, I definitely had the best CEO for it. So yeah. I don't know. I had someone who's really successful with what they're doing right now, but yeah, imagine doing one type of video for years and end up right, and on years on end right. Wait, okay, I didn't read it wrong. You spelled it wrong.
Yeah, imagine doing only one type of videos for years on end, right?
On end. Yeah, okay, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've boxed myself into the old school RuneScape corner for the
But
old school
it can
RuneScape
be good.
channel. No, I'm not saying it's bad. What I was just going to say is,
If you like it, you can like deal with it. Yeah, I couldn't deal with being a Minecraft Twitch streamer.
So I think the
The
important
amount of kids that okay, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Don't switch the ends and the R's now, Chris. Okay.
I'm gonna get cancelled.
What happens is with RuneScape, I've got a channel that's just RuneScape, and I won't deviate from that, which means I've got another series planned, which is also RuneScape, and then another series planned, which is also RuneScape, right? So I've got 3 series planned, maybe 4, and we've done. I've done one of them. It's almost finished. But then I've got other videos that interest me, such as I want to do real life content, and I've got a vlog channel for that.
Yeah.
And then there's no. Do you want to put them all back? Are we just not going to put them on shelf? I mean,
I'm gonna put them just displaying here right now for now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The real life channel for my vlogs, personal stuff, and then a third channel. I'm gonna have a third channel, Chris, where I want all my professional, high edited videos to go that are not RuneScape, but also not low quality vlog channel. But and I'm fine with having 3 different channels. I don't mind that. But also, I don't really care so much. I do care to a small degree, but not so much about the success that can come from it. To me, it would be a dream if I work on these 4 RuneScape projects and I get a degree of passive income that allows me to quit my job. That's like wow. Right now, I'm making about what, €1 a day. If it gets up to, let's say, €10 a day, I could quit my job, and that's a cool thing to aim for. And I was just thinking, I could put some time into that, but to capture the RuneScape audience, I think I've got some potential there. I definitely feel like I've got enough footing that I would be able to get to that point, but it would take years, maybe 2 or 3 years of consistent effort.
Exactly. Okay. I don't know. So we talked about YouTube, we talked about streaming, we talked about most other things. Yeah. Chat, what have you guys
I've got a question for you, Chris. When I work on my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th RuneScape project, I want to live stream the progress, right? Now, I've got a question about the added pressure of being live, right?
Yeah.
If I'm just playing in the comfort of my own home, I don't have this pressure of being watched all the time. I don't have this pressure of, oh no, I just pulled a Theo Von, my nutsack was hanging out, Like, I don't want to run that sort of risk, right? What is it like, this additional awareness that you need to keep in mind? Does it add unnecessary stress? Does it seep outside of those live stream hours, or is it contained? Is it not that much pressure? What is it like?
Live streaming.
Yeah. Because I don't do it.
If you're doing more than 24 hours, yeah. But if you're only doing like a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, it's like the easiest thing ever. Twitch
really?
Streaming. Yeah. I definitely, because imagine if work is you, like the times
having
at
fun.
work
Yeah.
where you are talking to your friends about the stupid thing that you saw online or that one hobby that you're up to. If that could be your work, streaming is the easiest job that exists.
But they all say it's so difficult, Chris.
You know why it's so
You're gonna
difficult?
Try and get the Switch too soon.
Yes,
Hopefully I can get one.
I'll talk about that in a second, Doug. I think Twitch streaming is the easiest job. To get to the point where you can have Twitch streaming as a job is the hardest part. It's harder than, I would say, for me, it's harder to become a Twitch streamer that can make a living out of it. It's harder than getting an engineering degree.
In terms of the time investment that you have to put into it and the natural ability as well plays a huge part.
Yeah, exactly.
So, for example,
entertainer and everything.
I'm making €1 a day with ads on my YouTube channel, but it took me 2,000 hours to get to this point. By any metric, that's a massive waste of time and not worth it economically. On the upside, I wanted to do it anyway out of fun and leisure and for myself. I wanted to make this series. I wanted for there to be a YouTube video. I always pictured it. Something that's around 6 hours long. It ended up being 9 hours long. That gives you all of the lore of what happens in the quest in the game. And since that didn't exist on YouTube, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to make it. And most of the comments I get are, yes, finally, someone made what I was waiting for someone to make. I knew that there were people out there that wanted it. And so the other series I'm going to make, I'm sure will be entertaining as well for the people. The 50 Boss Kill Count series, I think is something that I want to see someone else do. There are some people that kind of do it, but I don't think they've got that SEO that we're talking about, you know? I feel like I can get the thumbnail right. The thumbnail idea, Chris, for my 50 Boss Kill Count series is that all the thumbnails are basically going to be the same, but there's going to be like a, who's that Pokemon? But it's with a black cutout of what the boss is, and then the title will be like, on the thumbnail it will say first time ever and the name of the boss, and then the title of the video is first 50 boss kill count, 50 boss kill count, but with the same title for all of them. So I'm saying like OSRS Quest Law 156, right? It will say something like 50 boss KC, and then the name of the boss, first time killing, or some title like that. I want to incorporate so many video editing techniques that I didn't have the chance to do on the series of Quest Law that I will get the chance to do there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it is luck, but it is also understanding how the algorithm and content works. If you know, I know some video ideas that my brother talks about making on YouTube. It can be good viral videos that anybody in the RuneScape community would watch, especially if it's well done. Yeah. But getting it on a Reddit page or something like that is all it just needs to be done. To then get it to the point where people watch it and you can make a living out of it.
On that topic, I got on my own to 1,300 subscribers. And then 1,200 at the time. Someone went on Reddit and said, I found on the old school RuneScape subreddit said, I found a high effort but low popularity channel. And the next day I woke up, it basically doubled my subs. I went from 1.2 to 2.4K in like 24 hours.
So yeah. And it was like, it just randomly happened.
It just randomly happened, some stranger out
But
there.
it happens because you're putting hard work into it. So people do recognize that hard work and then want to expose it to more people. So it's about keep making good ideas, videos, and hard working into it.
And don't forget, if you want to get high, dank Kush.
Okay, I don't know why you had to mention that, but
well, we were making a joke about it earlier.
I missed it.
What?
I missed it.
Well, we were going back and forth with the camera, like, if you want to get high, you got to grind. And it said, maybe some OG Kush or some AK, then you were like, you got to go in the locker room and scream in the mirror.
Yeah, I know, but I just didn't understand why it was a throwback right now.
Yeah, throwback,
yeah. Okay, anyways.
One of my favorite throwbacks was in Family Guy, right? And Peter said, oh my God, this is as bad as 9/11. And then Brian said, Peter, you didn't know what 9/11 was until 2005. And he said, that's not true. I remember 9/11. And then it cuts to a scene of him walking into the living room. Lewis is crying, looking at the TV screen. And he says, must have been a woman pilot.
You know what, we're going to end it there. We're going to get cancelled already, god damn it.
Cancel Family Guy and Seth MacFarlane. Not me, I'm a good guy.
Anyways. Chat. Yes, keep creating content. I think it's an hour and a half stream. I'll probably definitely be live for a lot longer next time. If you guys want to watch highlights and stupid questions going on and old photos of me while we eat hot wings, just do watch the stream back.
Are you not going to cut it?
I might. I don't know. I got things I need to do, and then I'm gonna go out later. So,
all right.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, chat. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being with us, and we hope you have.
I hope you like the setup, chat. I hope this setup was good for you guys.
High quality, man.
Yeah, this setup was already done for the podcast, kind of. So there's already like I had like all of this set up, and now I had this already set up, and I thought I can make it most of it. So yeah, things to look forward to. I'll be live tomorrow with Deltarune's latest chapter. Next month with the Switch 2 and maybe Japan. Be on Discord chat if you guys want to see. Oh wait, actually, chat. You know how I'm gonna end the live stream today? For everybody that's here, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. Do I have it here? Yes. Chat. For you. Just for you, chat. An exclusive sneak peek to the song that I've been working on. Are you guys ready? Love you, clown. Let me see, where is it? I can grab it from here because I sent it to my friend. Chat, are your butts clenched? Are you guys ready to hear an exclusive? One, what do they call it? A world premiere exclusive right now. I'll play it for you guys right here. This one. Chat, tell me if you can hear. World premiere. You can't hear it. People might think William's camera's frozen. Wait, oh, what can I do? The song's very calm right now, yeah.
Yo, this song's hype. What the fuck? Oh, what the?
Quem sou hoje eu não sei, e aquele outrora rei de mim não sabe nada.
So yeah, chat. I'm only gonna play this. Yeah, chat, that's it for today.
Oh my god, I was in the same room the whole time.
No, wait! What? Okay then. Chat, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. That's an exclusive. It sounds Mexican. It's Portuguese. It gets even better later on, but yeah. Chat.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. I don't know. I've been doing Duolingo Japanese, but I still don't know anything. Chat, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back. Obrigado. Obrigado. Chat, see you guys tomorrow with